Hello. I quickly did a manipulation on Louis. That was fine. That's why we're a minute late. So, can you see my foot? Can you see it? Let me tell you what happened. I full on stepped into glass and it cut me multiple times on my foot. But the biggest cut is there over that bone there, and it's so sore. I can't step on it. I don't know if there's still glass in it. So after this glass, I'll probably have to take it off and soak it, but I can't put pressure on it because it's like the wound opens up. It's horrible. So due to my injury, because I don't look where I'm going and I kill glasses, we will be staying on our backs and on our tummies today. I can manage a plank and a downward dog, but I cannot stand on it unless I stand. And I have to stand there because there is a cut as well. So I have to stand on that side of my foot. I'm such a drama queen. Anyway, so it will be abs. I didn't want to do abs today, but we have no choice. So roll yourself down on your back. Take your feet to the side of the mat and just drop your legs. So I just did a twist manipulation with three. One side went well, didn't it?
Yes.
Other side didn't go. That's fine. He's going to get a lot of manipulations out of me if he wants it. I do struggle though because I don't really understand the velocity thrust yet. Just take it from side to side. Loosen up your back. And back to the middle, just spinal curl. Just let your back loosen up if you have a little bit. Does it feel any better after that or not really?
Yeah, well, that was, I think my higher back cracked.
Yeah, that's what I was
and my lower back is sore.
Okay. Down, spinal curls. And back to the middle. Okay, let's quickly do just a little bit more twisting before we start because it's going to be abs and back the whole time. So take your arms out, slide your one leg down the mat, put the other foot on it, cross it over, grab it, keep the opposite shoulder down, and just rotate. So we didn't have any thunder, but it rained the whole night. I'm thankful for the rain. I was hoping for a bit of thunder and lightning and action in weather world. But I had my own little thunder there was my own little thunder where I stepped into the glass. Disintegrated a glass with my Hulk powers, i.e. body weight. Just rotate that one over and just play with it a little bit. And roll it back to the middle. Switch sides. Go over, opposite shoulder down. And, oh, I need that. I can feel I need this. And back to the middle. Bring your feet in. Okay, let's get going. So we're going to start with hundreds. We're going to do leg shifts. We're going to do that open and close leg and arm thing. We're going to turn around, do some back work as well today, back crunches. So when you're ready, bring your feet into a block shape. Lift up your shoulders and start to do the 100. So 90 degrees, so you can measure that. Straight arm, palms on knees, that's about 90 degrees. And squeeze up your shoulders and do the hundreds. Hold on to your neck if you have to. Oh, good one, wakey, wakey. Keep that navel to spine feeling in your abs. just hold that. See the messages while you're doing the hundreds. I'm cheating, Mark. And hug in your knees, bring it down. Hug in your right leg. So you all know this. I can't really think of too much to do on your back without using your feet. So we'll just repeat whatever we know. One leg out, one leg in. Really stretch out that straight leg. Hug this leg in. Nice and tight. This is putting your pelvis into a posterior tilt, which you want. Hold it there. Make sure it stays that way. And keep your navel to spine. And first, you're just going to lift up and grab and switch. Stretch out that long legs, grab and switch, stretch it out. You can hold on to your neck if you have to. Grab and switch. Was it okay?
Yeah.
And hug it in. Stay lifted with your shoulders. We're going to do our kick out. So keep that height, kick it out, and bring it in. Kick it out, and bring it in. Kick it out, bring it in. Do it again. Come back, drop your head down. You're going to do the same. Grab and switch, but this time with the head on the floor. Take the one leg out, stretch it out, one leg in. And you're going to grab and switch with your head on the floor. Make sure your back is okay. And use this time to make sure that your back is okay, or your hips. If your hips is not okay, you can toe tap. Toe tap is fine. It has that knee action that you're looking for, that knee drop, so you can toe tap. Now let go and do exactly the same, but keep your head down. So you have to really, really keep that DBA in as soon as you drop that leg, that weight down, not to arch your back. So keep doing that. Nice and slow. If your hip is clicking, you have to toe tap.
Can I do it higher?
Yes. Grab it in, lift up, and we're going to do our kick outs again. So kick it out. Keep the shoulders lifted, bring it in, squeeze up, kick it out. Keep the shoulders lifted, bring it in, squeeze it out. And again, one more time. And hug in your knees. Take your legs to the floor, to the ceiling, to the ceiling. Arms into the air. We're gonna lift up our shoulders, and then we're gonna open the arms and legs and bring it back. You can hold on to your legs. You can hold on to your neck if you want to. I'm not even saying the right body part by far. Neck and legs. Doesn't even sound the same. Squeeze up. Squeeze up. Oops. And bring it back in. We're going to keep the one leg hugged in again. Take the other one down. And we're going to do that roll over. So you're going to let go, lift up, roll it over towards the opposite side. 3 times. Nice and slow. Control that roll. Switch sides. And roll it over 3 times to the other side. And back. Hug in your knees. Okay, the one that Louis hates but I love. Take your feet to the floor. Hands into the air. To the air. To the air. Just do what I do. Okay, we're going to do 16 crunches up and 16 tailbone lifts. So when you're ready, lift it up for 1.
16 or 24?
2, 16. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Go all the way down, hands to the mat. Lift up your tailbone for 16. Just little lifts, control it. 1, 2, 3. Slowly up, slowly down. 5, 6, 7, 8, and that should sting. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your feet to the floor. Just quickly take your legs from side to side to just level out your back again. And back to the middle, feet on the floor. So we're going to lift up our shoulders and we're going to side slide, letting our hands touch our ankles if we can. Use your obliques to side slide you. So you're just sliding with the shoulders lifted. Little bit stuck on the mat. Side slide. Really go for that side. Oh, I've got a cramp in my tummy. That's weird.
Don't injure anything else.
I'm already broken. I can't do anything. I feel like such a useless slob. And back to the middle. Slide it back down. Spinal curl, so just get that back neutral again. Spinal curl it out. And when you're ready, hug in the left leg, take the right leg to the floor, give it a big hug, straighten out that leg to the ceiling. And let's just give it time to stretch. Stretchy, stretchy. Play with your ankles, stretchy, stretchy. So now I'm just going to study. I've got 10 credits left of my course. So I'm going to use this time that I can't move on the small ball of my toe, if I do move, and just study, study, study. Okay, when you're ready, just switch sides, stretch out the other leg as well. Okay, keep that leg in a comfortable place in your hand, lift the other foot an inch off the floor. Make sure your back is okay. So do that kind of spinal curl with your back to make sure you've got that tailbone tucked under. See the difference? It's quite a big difference if you've got the legs raised. So go to spinal tuck, go to flattened, well, not completely flat, but neutral spine. And we're just going to switch and grab with our shoulders down. If your hip clicks, toe tap, or just keep it high like that. Grab whichever leg you have, lift up your shoulders, let go, and switch. Switch. Toe tap or bend. If you have click your hips, bend your knees in like the previous one we've done, if it helps. Keep that tummy tucked in. And hug in your knees, lift up your shoulders and do your kick outs. Bring it back. Kick it out. Bring it back. Squeeze up with that kick out. Squeeze up. Kick it out. And last one, take your head down. Slide your one leg down the floor, keep the other foot and knee in your hand. Lift up that leg, and we're just going to do half moon circles to the in. Don't sway. Keep everything nice and in. Half moon circles up and down towards the inside. Back to the middle. Give it a stretch. Bend it in and slide it down the mat. Other side, bend it in. Give it a stretch. 90 degrees above the floor and half moon circles to the in, up and down. And back to hugging both knees. Just roll from side to side, stretch out your back. And we're going to lift up to our knees in a tight little ball. So squeeze it in. And then we're going to let go and hold that position. And we're going to crunch our knees into our chest. Grab the knees in, hold on. And let go, crunch it into our chest. Use your abs to crunch. Feel that motion of the rectus abdominis contracting and bringing in your legs. Grab your knees, take your head down, straighten out your legs to the ceiling. 90 degrees, arms up. And on the exhale, we're going to roll up and we're going to open and close again. Squeeze, open and close. And back to the top. Take your head down. Arms into the air. We're going to do the 16 crunches again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your head down, hands on the mat, lift up your tailbone for 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your feet to the floor, take your legs from side to side. And back to the middle. Okay, we're going to go into a taser. So I think it's best to do it from the top just in case there's too much strain. So roll up to a seated. Straighten. Okay, don't straighten your legs out, just as normally. How much time do we have left?
10 minutes.
Okay. Sit back on your tailbone. Keep your body straight, your back straight, your chest pushing to the opposite end of the room. Lift up your legs. Hold on to them. Find your position. Balance on your tailbone. Let go. And we're going to do that kick and squeeze in that we've done before. So you're kicking one leg up and squeezing in both. Kick and squeeze. Kick and squeeze. Kick, squeeze. Kick, squeeze. Kick, and continue to do that. Bring it in, hug in your knees, don't put your feet down yet. Straighten out your back. Find your position again a little bit further away, tuck your tailbone in, and we're going to kick up both. Kick and squeeze. Kick. Are you hearing my knees?
Yeah.
Kick and squeeze. And cross the legs and fold forward. You can turn onto your hands and knees. Push into a cat stretch. Reverse into a cow. Oh. Stretch it out a little bit in that cow just to find that stretch. Push back into a cat. Whoa, my back's really feeling those abs. Reverse into a cat. Cow. Lift into a cat and then push it down into child's pose where you wiggle it down, wiggle it down, wiggle it down. Gonna turn around for this one because our arms need to be straight. And then we're going to flow from hands and knees into a downward dog. Tuck your toes under. Downward dog. Stretch it out. Forwards into a plank. Knees down. And dip onto your tummies. Boom. Okay, get comfortable. We're going to round lift up your feet and just sway from side to side. This is fun. And relax your back. Is that fun for you?
No, it's fine.
Back to the middle. Put your feet, everything on the floor. Get comfortable. Put your hands into a Sphinx. Forehead down and just lift up into that Sphinx. So I just want to say that your back might be sore tomorrow because we are going to do back crunches. So don't be too alarmed when your back feels a little bit stiff, because those muscles are working. If they're overworked, like Louis' muscles, it's maybe good to work all the other muscles that's not doing the job, and that one that's always overactive gets a little bit of a break. So, regardless of your back issues, let's do this. Into a Sphinx we go. Lift up your hands and push them back. Now this one is easier, so you can always come back to this one. We're going to just go up and down without putting our forehead down. It's like a reverse crunch. Keep your navel to spine and let those back muscles crunch. Don't go too high. Nice and slow, up and down is what you're looking for. Shoulders back and down. You can even put your hands on your lower back if your shoulders get tired. Now bring your hands back to Sphinx. And lift up into that aided swing. So you're using your hands to help you with the stretch, your arms. Just stretch that a little bit further. And all the way down to the floor. Now you're going to put your forehead on your hands. You're going to do the same thing, but the arms is going to add a little bit of weight. So forehead on your hands. And we're going to lift both arms and head up into that reversed squeeze. So forehead down and pulse it up. Nice and slow. Slowly up and down. and all the way down to the floor. Hands into Sphinx again, and help. So kind of lean. I always say don't lean onto your arms, but this time lean onto your arms so that you can focus on that. If you squeeze up a little bit, straighten up your back, and then let it go like we do a bridge. You kind of let the vertebrae go until you reach your neck. And just do that stretch. And all the way down to the floor. A little bit of my regular shoulder work, which I love, to get that scapula moving in all the directions. So take your arms forward. We're going to bounce the arms up and down, only at the front, and then come back to a, so we're going to break this up a little bit. So arms to the front, shrug the shoulders back and down, put your forehead down, and just bounce up your hands as high as you can, straighten them out, push the shoulders back, and just go slowly up and down in that front range. Shoulders back and down if you can. Try not to bring that shoulder up to your ear. While you do this, shrug it back and just keep bouncing. So think about that as you bounce it. Keep your navel to spine. Is it getting tired?
Mm-hmm.
Now leave it in the air. And we're going to slide it back in the air, reverse our hands onto our lower back. My shoulders just went. Hold it there. And we're going to slide it back up again, keep it in the air, reverse the hands so that they loop down again, and bounce. Shoulders back and down. Navel to spine. Good shoulder work. This is good shoulder work. This makes planks easier. Keep them in the air, slide them back, reverse onto your lower back, reverse your hands up. So that kind of shoulder work helps a lot with planks if you struggle with that plank shoulder strength and mobility. So we don't do it often. We might as well just go home on this one today. Now bring your hands into Sphinx again and push up into that back bend. Use your elbows as a lean-to, and then straighten out your back. So tuck in your tailbone. And then let it go. Slide. Lengthen out your spine. This is just to teach you to lengthen out your spine. Chest up. And all the way down. Now we're going to take our arms diagonally, so to the corners of the mat. Put the forehead down, lift it up and bounce again. Oh, we can touch hands, I don't mind. Navel to spine. Just keep that lower abs active so that you don't arch your back too much while you do this. Keep them in the air, move them back, reverse onto your lower back. Come all the way forward like where we started. You're going to bounce at the front, then bounce diagonally, and then bring your hands back to Sphinx. And lift up into that back bend. Balance on your elbows, straighten out. Kind of a weird little lying down plank, and then start to drop everything down, lengthen out the spine, open up your chest. I like that. That's our new little back thing. Okay, one more. I'll move down a bit. Forehead down, arms to the side, so airplane mode. This is a nice bounce. Lift up and bounce it up and down. Shoulders back and down. There is a difference between shoulders drop and back and down, so just feel out for that one. Now stop in the air, ride it forward all the way. Bounce it once at the front, once diagonally, once to the side. And reverse it onto your lower back, drop your shoulders, relax. Shrug your shoulders back. Put your hands in swings. Lift it up, find your elbows. So wiggle it up. And then we're going to do our last little straightened plank. Straighten, push that elbow in. And start to reverse it down. Lengthen out your spine, open up your chest into that back bend. Hands next to your side, step your toes under and push back to child's pose. Oh, wiggle the bum down. Oh, that feels nice. Stretch it out, wiggle it down. Make sure you're getting that stretch in. Are you feeling it?
Mm-hmm.
Just give yourself some time there. We're done now, but do hold this just to stretch out that back. You've worked it quite hard. And the shoulders. I wonder if we will feel the shoulders, because stuff like that is usually quite effective and painful the next day. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Then come onto your hands and knees. Push into a cat. Push it, rock it forwards and back, just to make sure that back stretches out a little bit more. We're not going to go into a cow. We're just going to sit on our heels, shrug our shoulders back, keep our navel to spine, shrug the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in, and you are done for today. See you tomorrow and tonight. Obviously, tonight is going to be mat work as well. And tomorrow, I fear, I'm going to now check if there's glass in my foot. So excited. I love pain. Oh, I don't. I'm such a wuss. Okay. Well, I didn't freak out because there was so much blood. It looked like someone was killing something. So I didn't freak out when I saw the blood, and also I didn't feel anything, which really freaks me out more. And I said to Phoebe, just go get this, don't worry. I was very calm for someone who bled that much. Very proud. Okay. I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, sorry, Jorge. I'll see you all tomorrow and this afternoon for some relaxing yoga again. Now, I just want to say that the relaxing yoga is, I know I say this every day, it's not in my frame of reference, but I am starting to enjoy it quite a little bit now. I'm very sleepy afterwards. So hopefully Minion will join us this afternoon. We will see. Bye.
Bye.